In Knoxville, we're still in the third of 4 rotations. Sung Lan's second vault, just like her first. She's consistent 9.65. John Wang, our Chinese interpreter, said she said, and you can see her reaching back there, I twisted my back. In spite of it, that's a very nice score. Now, Maria Olaru, as Belu says, our Romanian interpreter says Olaru. No matter how you say it, she's one of the primary fixtures on the Romanian team. And the Romanians now are trying to take advantage of the U.S., which will be keeping 2 very low scores for what they've seen so far on beam.
No question, one of her strongest events. She was second at the American Cup, one of few athletes that had a start value of 10.0 on this event.
Oh, beautiful triple fault. Wow. Incredible dismount at the end there. Legs, such good form, and completely gets the twist all the way around. That was great finish.
Couple of smooches, but still no huge smiles and no high fives. The Romanians are very, very emotionally even-keeled.
Well, this is the type of gymnastics that Octavian Belu expects from his athletes. Perfect gymnastics, just like that stuck triple twist. Beautiful.
Yeah, you see a lot of gymnasts do that element, but nobody did it like that. That was great.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You can't approach me.
Yes.
Go up to Jackie.
Okay, go to Jackie. I want to, don't go to Jackie. I am afraid to go to.
Now, with good spirit, Belu has a problem with something that's been done here. He's been told that he can't approach the judges here at the apparatus, but must go to the president, Jackie Fide. That's the Romanian delegation person on the left. Jackie's in the middle.
It's from 10.
Yeah, he's questioning her gymnastic start value. I think what the judges had her out was a 9.8, which is much lower than what she performed at an American Cup. But I don't think it's in the question isn't the tumbling. I actually saw somewhere in the floor exercise a dance element where it was questionable. She didn't complete the twist of a dance move.
Meanwhile, the game goes on for the United States, and in the head of Vanessa, Atler. How does she respond after the stumble again on the uneven bars?
Well, you heard her coach Steve Rybecki say after bars, let's put it behind us. Let's move on. The team needs you. Big skill here.
Come on, press.
Not characteristic of Vanessa. Typically, that is absolutely solid.
That's his voice in the background.
Beautiful combination of wolf jumps. You know, she's still moving very aggressively.
Tricky right here.
Come on.
Oh, no.
That hand goes down, and that should be
3/10 at least.
very significant deduction. That
Come on, stronger.
I'll tell you though, she may be having some mistakes, but this is an aggressive exercise.
Press.
That's more like the type of finish that we see from Vanessa on all her skills. Beth Rybecki is a very tough coach in the gym. She says they never get away with anything.
Yes.
Certainly not great, but it's not going to be devastating either.
Well, no one thought the road to Sydney was going to be a super highway. Few turns, stops, curves along the way.
Yeah, you are so tall. You didn't need to. You were right there.
A lot of warmth on the U.S. team as they watched Vanessa Atler here. Now, this is not the Olympic Games, but this is the kind of event where you develop team unity and confidence.
They know each other's routines. They know them. Cold.
Well, they knew it wasn't the way it was drawn up to be, but still, Vanessa Atler with a 9.55.
That's high.
Wow.
There were at least 4/10 of deductions just on the wobbles alone, so that's a good score.
In contrast, Belu's appeal for Maria Olaru denied. She'll keep the 9.6. And in spite of all the proceedings, the United States lead has been cut by more than half. NBC Sports coverage of the 1998 International Gymnastics Team Championships continues from Knoxville, Tennessee. You see the lead for the United States over Romania and China after 3 rotations. I'm Al Troutwig along with Elfie Schlegel, Tim Daggett, and later we'll hear from Beth Ruyak. Meizhen of the Chinese team as they will wrap up in this 4th rotation on the uneven bars.
I think what you'll see here, Al, is a whole new level of bar routines. The Chinese are innovators. I have to laugh on her bio. She says, this is my favorite event. Well, I think it's all the Chinese favorite events. They're incredible. Watch their lines.
This country as a team has brought the uneven bars to a totally different level. Using a number of innovative elements. Like this, we call that a dorsal grip.
Look at the flexibility.
Men's gymnastics. And this is very, very difficult. The athletes that are yet to come will be even better, believe it or not.
And that's the knock on the Chinese. They'll give you all the release moves you want. They'll be spectacular in the air, but then what's with the period on the sentence?
Just don't finish through the thought process. It's like, wait, there's still a dismount. It's not over until you're standing up.
It's not a period, it's a comma.
Yeah, I have to tell you, at the level that they are, these type of mistakes, being so completely off like this, should not happen. She should have figured out in the air that she just didn't quite have enough rotation. You saw her body language when she hit the mat.
Just
she
dropped.
was not prepared for the ground at all. That's a 5/10 deduction. It shouldn't happen.
Well, Meizhen's score won't change the status of the Chinese, and we'll stick with their story. Xiao Hong.
There are more athletes on this Chinese team that are prepared to do routines from a 10-0 start value than the other 2 countries that are here.
And you know, Elfie, in addition to just getting the 10-0, they're doing really quality and hard gymnastics. Sometimes you can play with the rules, but this stuff right here, look at that.
Perfect body lines.
And look at the extension.
Not to mention the release skills, the height.
And there's always a way to find your way around the rules, to come up with some cheap stuff that gets you those bonus points. This is real big-time gymnastics, and it's beautiful.
Can she finish?
Big dismount. Again, a step on the landing. Not as severe as the hands down, but top routine.
At the age of 5, her parents thought she was a bit unruly. Her pop was a cop. He couldn't deal with it and said, you're doing gymnastics to work out all that extra energy.
A lot of twisting in all the Chinese routines, but what makes it so spectacular is in combination into release skills such as that.
And we've talked a lot about their smiles and happy demeanor. The male coach that you saw there spotting her is the